favouring alternate attacks. They did edge out the first map of Vertigo, which was their map pick. But now here in the prospects, it's going to be a mid-crunch. Spiddy about to take the first point of contact. Slacks actually gets the first kill. But Vegethead is doing all of the damage towards Long. Perks will immediately step up to the plate and trade, but it's a 3 versus 3.
That is insanely well played. BoxD's just found another double. Why not, mate? Freeze. Overbought utility, doesn't have a kit, no chance in the round. He's going to run away and probably save it as best as he can, try and set up his teammates in the next. Ultimately, though, a little bit of a tip for you. You know, Brandon, you probably know this, having played enough Counter-Strike with me. You know, you actually give the T side more money letting the bomb go off than you do if you die. You get 32.50 for the bomb going off, but you get 2.9, I want to say, 2.8 for letting the bomb go off. For killing the enemy team, I should say. 28.50, 2900, around that mark. Anyway, point is, you get more money for it. So actually, prospects going hunting right now, very, very silly. They should let the bomb go off, then kill him. They'll do that. They'll go hunting. You get the maximum amount, as you can see.
Playing up just against the scout. Standard procedure. Regular programming has now been resumed on the side of the CTs, with Slacks firing off an AWP shot and more importantly escaping. Doesn't want to try his luck here, and now Perks, he's got to step up to the plate. BoxD not clearing the angle, but Spooky does. Bails his teammate out of a tight jam.
Still a 4v4. Slacks is going to try and position himself on site. Speedy and also both with kills. Vegethead and Franson, little to no HP combined, and so this round will just be in an attempt to find a bit more damage. A second frag is good. Vegethead looking for more as well here with the rifle. Tries to tap the bomb. He knows surely the AWP's going to be close to sight. USP spamming through. Wants to hold short a little bit. Got the cover of the smoke. Orzek, though, way closer.
Back.
Certainly. Nice to see that alternate attacks are trying to dictate some control towards Banana. Vegethead, yeah, dead man. That smoke got up half a second earlier. Orzek wouldn't have had a clue. Instead, a little too late. They do catch a glimpse of the terrorists towards Banana. Great shot as well. Orzek just laying down the law towards Banana right now with the AK. BoxD up close towards half forward. It's a great flash hype. Doesn't get blind to it though. So he eventually will fall at the cost of 2. Volley towards Nubox. Smoke towards CT. Freeze is currently sitting within the confines of that CT smoke, but a greatly timed flashbang, eliminating any threat from the counter-terrorist side right now. Bomb plant will come in, 3v3, and prospects have a really, really good round set up ahead of them.
They do, but 2 players have been brought down incredibly low. Hype catching a lot of the shrapnel. Plenty of utility to work with. Kit on Spiddy. Slacks trying to lead the charge over towards Coffins. Perks just waiting for his counterpart to rotate over, but a perfect flashbang catches Slacks completely unawares, and he's just so far committed forward here. Also, attack still wants to give this a look in. BoxD's been spotted towards Dark, but he still completely annihilates Perks. Spiddy's all that's remaining, and he just wants to escape, wants to hold on to the rifle, and the prospects survive the retake possibility.
Dark to try and find them a second. Speedy with the only rifle, getting a bit antsy, wants to get aggressive, and he will do exactly that.
They've heard him, surely. Yeah.
So well played.
Hype in unders. Has his number. Spooky could even have turned around there. I don't mind it. You go for a little bit of a gamble. But when you're the only rifle, it's completely isolated. It just kind of throws your team into a little bit of turbulence. Freeze and Perks, last player standing. And I just want to say the pace change from what we've seen between maps has been, well, night and day, honestly. Yeah. So we've had these very slow, methodical defaults on Vertigo. Or in fact, I've just gone, all right, lads, let's just run at them.
Yeah, have some fun. And do you know what, though? That change-up is very hard to control. We know, Brandon, right? As soon as you play slow, you play like a very... I'm going to group them, right? Like, if you were to play a whole map against Outsiders and then a whole map against Fury, you know, like, it plays with you mentally, right? Like, how do you change that climate so quickly to go?
That was a double apartment setup, and this could come into great effect because the bomb is actually making its way up there. Slacks takes the first contact. Spiddy now reveals that he's there too, and I like this. The fact they just completely escape. Yeah, they can see the control, but they've got the man advantage.
molly. Countered by another incendiary. CT sub want to hold on to the long pressure. 4v5 scenario, it's an unfamiliar climate that prospects have to work back from. Needy, I mean, making a lot of noise trying to get into the smoke from apartments. Fetch ahead thinking he's looking over the top. Not the case right now. He waits for the play. Oh, I thought Fetch ahead was dropping completely. He does on the second attempt. It's a brilliant crossfire set up though by the CT side as orzek finds 3.
Crazy. Doesn't even matter. Now he's taking a peek in towards second mid. Doesn't hang around for too much longer. Spooky on the edge of this smoke. Now also got to be a little bit careful. Fully blind. Flashbang's perfect. FaZe will at least trade out. And it's still a player advantage for this CT side.
Branson wandering up short right now. Wants to create some space maybe. AK in hand. Some utility in his pocket to work with. It's basically everything that the prospects have on show right now. Svedjehead runs through the smoke towards B, trying to sell a play. Bombs in bottom middle. Franson also dropped. That's going to be a third on the board now for all aTTax. Consecutive rounds. Making things...
In the deposits are the prospects. Working progression. This time, it's alternate attacks. Even trade coming in, but look at the amount of control that FaZe has towards Banana, although it might just be temporary. Svedjehead and Hype answer back immediately.
4v2 prospects feel like they're back in business. Also had that swing have come out. I had that swing kind of come out 3 seconds ago. It's been a very different story.
No way.
Timing. Second mid orzek slips in just. Spook was going to peek it. And he does actually have the read. I mean, Perks, if he falls back out of apps right now, Spook should actually have him covered. I mean, whoa, this round is crazy. Look at where the dots are just moving. And now Perks checks behind. You've got to be kidding me. This is insane. So back and forth. Spook still not letting go of the Shinky just yet. orzek waiting. And it's a great aim from Spook there. Sick on the angle. Finds the frag. Perks now an app. Svedjehead probably doesn't expect this one. Yeah, indeed. I mean, he goes to check it, but probably didn't have thoughts of pressing mouse 1 at the end of that one. But ultimately does.
Now the incendiaries come as a response. Spook gonna get pelted by the nades. 18 HP and a follow-up. It's actually orzek's bullet to deal the killing blow. And a man advantage for alternate attacks. The opening kill fall in favour to the CTs. There's a little bit of unknown territory.
v4, still opportunities for prospects to make rounds stick. I mean, they've already done their job, right? 8 rounds T-side Inferno, Brandon. You're always happy with a result like that. Any more here kind of puts alternate attacks in serious detriment. You know, losing any more kind of throws this whole game up in the air even further. They need to do even more to get back into things. A great double from orzek. FaZe is there to help out. And Hype against 4 this round. 40 seconds left. Sure, you've got time. Because that pushes them away at a perfect time. Nade all over the half wall. This could score massively. Chunks taken out of 3 of these players. Smoke as well. Delays it even further. FaZe won't know the damage that he's caused so far. Franson one blind back to Smoke will find the opener. BombXD looking for frags. He won't find it. It's Spook to pick it up. And all of a sudden a B-bomb site left barren. After what was a brilliant start from FaZe in terms of the utility. A great game being played, but a rush that he never expected.
Wow. Even tries to be proactive with it. Up close to the smoke. Gets spammed away. It's all unconfirmed damage though. That's the biggest thing. That's why alternate attacks don't go for this retake. On top of the other limiting factors, the fact that it's so difficult to try and get the retakes over on Inferno. I'd argue that A is harder to retake than B. And it's a conversation for the
Brandon desperately.
Yeah, they do. Going back to what netted them around before. Double apartments play. BombXD caught off guard, but Spooky's there with the immediate trade. Lots of space being given up towards long, but the real actual efforts of the attack are coming in from short. Speedy manages to find one with the AUG, but is that enough in this 2 versus 3 retake?
Mate, Speedy's been on the org a lot, you know. A lot on Vertigo, a lot on the CT side here of Inferno. I don't know. What's the shout with it? Am I missing something? It's what, 3150, right? It's 50 extra than the M4 scope. Was the thought? I don't know, mate. He's been picking it up a lot though. Is my
what we saying? CT ruin smoke. Molly normally going towards new box.
Mate, maybe they don't even throw the second smoke. They just keep it for the post plant.
Oh, yeah, all right. Don't mind it.
Oh, yeah, never mind. They've let them both go, but that is a great entry from Slacks. Problem is, Hype has actually sold the play. They're going to think now, oh, okay, we've just got to check Pillar, but there's a man in new box that they've also got to clear. He does get checked out. Spook finds the early exit. Hype will go as well. 2 versus 3, 0-0 prospects. Just get run down towards B. You called it perfectly. Double smokes. The molly towards first. Flushes out the Julie's player. New box player has to swing out towards Pillar. Easy pickings here for alternate attacks now in the post plant. Shouldn't let this one go.
Shouldn't. But Kurds, oh, difficult fight for Bob XD in towards Pool. Speedy makes quick work of him. And now Franson. It's not quite impossible, but you call it improbable. As they all swing at the same time. Doesn't even get one for his troubles on the way out. Really small detail, but I really...
Have to be a very artistic approach for 0-0 prospects. Feels like alternate attacks are all over the board right now, and Speedy doing exactly that. That is a really sick opening kill, and yet again, you know, he's even like the prospect side to do anything wrong. It's just Speedy very quick, very early to isolate a fight, wins it out.
Yeah, living up to his namesake. Good control being established in towards top brackets. For this T side. Now they can reset. This is primary zones being gathered on Inferno T side. What you want is top brackets and top banana. Spooky being flashback, put on notice. And with him being the sole defender here, he's going to drop his utility and try and fall away.
I mean, I like this as well because alternate attacks, you know, the call was freeze. As soon as he found that first kill, just chill. We don't have to go forward. We don't have to fall back. Just stand our ground and we wait to see if 0-0 prospects want to make a move and retake some control or try and get a bit, you know, furious on a part of a map. Long held short control of the masses. There's 4 players from alternate attacks right now that are from 0-0 prospects trying to have finish towards the middle of the map. They do a very good job in dismissing 2 of them. There's your third though. Hype on the angle was waiting for the opening. Swings back for a second. Goes for nose, goes towards out the USP as Hype. Single
position did not happen. Well played by Spooky. And it's again these cool, calm and collected comms. Slacks is holding for a boost. And wow, that is quick. Hype's removed.
Slacks, man. This is what we were talking about, right? The volatility of the German AWPer. We knew him for his highs and lows in Sprout, but when he is on point, man, he just does not miss, and that is just another shot to add to the collection. Svedjed will find Speedy though, so the opening kill kind of goes null and void. Orzek wants his way back in though, and he will deliver.
Banana still under assault. Bob XD slides in behind the wall at car. Bullets could fly through at his angle at any moment, but no spams. Don't want to give up the audio cues. Franson flashing mid back allows him to relocate just as this apartment's lurk smoke's being deployed. That is perfect timing.
Dead silence now. Attacked up by a man, but it's all lost to the long control. In fact, they're a man down now. It is a big flank coming in from Orzek, but it's one that's read by Svedjed. And it is down to Perks, 1v3. Alternate attacks have let this round run. Business needs to be taken care of now for the alternate attacks. Boys, Spook certainly going to rush some for that entry. Svedge ahead a second, and they're just getting pieced up right now. Also, Zach can't walk anywhere without getting shot. Blacks is the remains of what was the original B hold. Speedy's there to join him. 5v3, Brandon. Oh, like this is going to be a 14th on the board for Prospects. I don't see a way back in for the attack, boys.
There might be a loud opportunity at Banana, but BobXD makes sure that's not a possibility because Spooky is still low from earlier exchanges. Juggle of utility. Can deploy smoke at any contact. Spooky swings out. A little bit fortunate, but now BobXD reveals his position. And Slacks is just trying to go up and over. He's even holding the edge of this smoke. Trying to choose between two different angles. BobXD comes out on top, and while Spiddy has slipped his way through in towards Coffins. It's just going to be whittled away. There's just too many numbers unless Perks pulls out a 1 versus 3. Does get the bomb down at the very least.
Great grenade. Franson lobbing it in right at his face. Perks still trying to maneuver around. Decides to head towards Paul. Now, there was a chance that he could have made it towards Banana here, and that's why they deploy the smoke to try and isolate the fight. Franson going to start checking out the angles. Perks gets a second, not quite the third though. Swedge ahead holds on. And that's going to be another on the board here. 0-0 Prospect going to make it 14. Svedge ahead obviously moves away to pick up the big green. He'll come back to the bomb. He has plenty of time with the kit to get it done. No worries there. Really well played there. aTTax. It's a bomb plant. Money knocks on this CT side. It's 2 rounds to the finish line. T side that feels very hot and cold and very hit and miss. Even harder to convert. They do actually make it through towards the B site here. 2 players towards Paul. BobXD going to be caught off with a bit of a HE. Not going to stop him from finding the opening frag though. The problem is that's only way of winning the round here for alternate attacks in front of him. The bomb drops. Slacks and Perks both with kills. 3v3, Brandon. Actually, there is a slight chance that they can make it a 9.
Now they can, but there are grenades. In fact, they've actually just flown out of Svedgehead's hands and they've not done a single point of damage. All alternate attacks need to do is make sure that they are tradable here in the half plant. He smokes off a Banana by Spiddy is not a good start, and the Perks is completely isolated here. Slacks can swing, but he's not got much HP, but Perks doesn't care, holds the spray, gets a kill and a half. And now with Spiddy rotating in to try and support, the clock has actually whittled down too much, and with the utility completely obscuring vision, that's just going to be enough. Also, attacks, they're going to steal the round away.
Really well played there. They do make it a 9. Slacks die. Of course, if you want to check it out, you can head over to cctor.gg/1xbet. Slacks in towards Exeter to start this round. Svedge ahead, caught in no man's land. Speedy will backstab, and that is a brilliant first frag. Not only that, look at the HP of the rest of this team. They remove Spook, one of the higher health players. Franson and Hype, very low, both of them.
It was really interesting just actually watching before the round even started, because Hype was deliberating whether to drop an M4 over towards Spook or just letting him play an MP9 or a FAMAS. Goes with the latter, purchases the AWP, and now is currently on 1 HP. So where 0 Prospects are sending all of their players over towards B, or again, it's one of these gamble stacks. If alternate attacks end up over here, it could be quite risky and it could translate into map point, potentially. But if they just end up going towards A, there's going to have to be a save. You bring the sniper over, no harm, no foul, because you're still working with a significant lead.
"35 seconds left, as you said. Sort of the score count, certainly not going to be a worry for the 0-0 Prospect side right now. One that I have to consider later down the line. It's a great shot there from the AWP. Hype does eventually pick up a frag, but the problem is they've gambled towards B. Alternate attacks have brought their forces back out towards A, and that'll be a bomb plant in another round. It's double digits here for the T side. Impressive stuff, so I'm not going to lie.
As soon as you see the AWP there, you're like, all right, yeah, we know what's going on. They're gambling. You put down the smokes just in case, but you always know, really, in the back of your mind that that bomb site is going to be pretty vacant. Maybe one player hiding in the corner, but for the most part here, given the turmoil with the finances, And experienced players like Slacks, Spiddy, they're going to know this as well. That's going to be communicated over. It's actually very important right now for aTTax to keep 4 players alive here. You don't need to hunt. Your economy's still not in the greatest situation. So you'd rather...
Tendencies from this alternate attack side. Do 00PROSPECTS want to go to punish?
Oh. Maybe they punish themselves. Molotov flying a little bit low. Too close to the wall. It's even smoked it. Alright. Interesting. Are they going to clear the corner? Slacks, are you going to clear it? No. That's normally quite a free kill. Perks will trade at the very least. Now, Hype can scope onto this angle. It's going to be a very quick crunch from alternate aTTax out short.
Hype on the angle. Does he get anything for his... Well, you'd expect kind of the round to be set up for him. It's just 1-by-1 picks he needs to win. Out there's your first one. He does tag up, but no kills found from it. P250 can't find a thing. It's xantares that has to do it solo. Bob XD, excuse me, now to do it solo. And he will find 3. And back with the M4. What's going on right now? I'm confused as to what's going on. But last freeze, wants banana. He'll try and take it, and he will indeed get it. Spook behind the sandbag. If there's a nade, it could be well placed, and it could be a second frag. It's a molly that actually is used towards top banana to cut circulation, so they know that Spook is still there, and he jumps into it. Didn't see it. I don't know what the call was there, but either way, he just walks into certain death.
Good nade. Hype brings down Slacks to about half. Doesn't matter too much because he's on the sniper. Interestingly enough, Hype is not wielding that weapon because the finances don't stretch quite enough over. But I like this push, potentially from France, and has to be a little bit careful though. Also aTTax again, they've pumped the brakes, they're just waiting, and they are considering that this could be a possibility. It looks like Spiddy or Perks will find out this player if Franson oversteps. But if he just tucks in here, he plays disciplined, he can now hear the audio, and that's where he can activate. This is absolutely perfect. Smoke's being lined up, and he finds 2. That's the bomb drop, but it comes at a very heavy cost because it's only 25 seconds.
Well, they've got to either run towards A now, or they've got to commit towards B. And they are, in fact, going for the former, not the latter. They think they have time. You don't have time to check angles here, Slacks. You have just got to pelt it towards A. 00PROSPECTS don't think they have the time. But the more they think about it, hold on a second, they have plenty of it. Slacks is moving forward, wants to make sure that at least the close corners of sight are clear before he punches in those digits. And now in a 2v2, alternate aTTax are in such a good position to make it 12. Hype's making all the noise right now, and Molly will cut him off. And in fact, both players opt to hit the shift key here with still 2/3 on that bomb.
No utility for this T side. It has to be this crossfire. It needs to be this crossfire. No defuse kit. Smoke does not go on the bomb. And Slacks is tucking in towards the site. And as he gets the kill, he's trying to land at the base of Banana, but Freeze has already bested the position just from his positioning. Now, suddenly, you've got more of an explosive play here. Alternate aTTax are going to crunch onto this B bomb site with little to no utility of their own. In comes the grenades. In comes the flashbangs. Bob XD with potentially a swing. But Perks has been brought down incredibly low. And there's the first kill. Up and over the smoke. But Orzek will somehow trade him out. Spooky on the bomb site needs to call in for reinforcement. Fully blind, he still manages to find Orzek.
They've got to go forward. I don't know why they've sort of held on to this push for so long. Perks is going to try and swing in. They've still got time. And he nails the wallbang headshot onto Spook. What a sick shot that is. Hype now on the AWP position towards CT. Going to hear that bomb plant, but probably wants to wait for his teammates to get back involved. Speedy holding towards Banana. It's going to be vacant for the rest of this round because all of the reinforcements come from CT, and all 3 players from Prospects going to make their way forward from their spawn. A smoke towards Banana, leaving these 2 players in isolation, but it doesn't spot Speedy from finding the first, and he pushes through the smoke. He will indeed get traded, but it's just delaying the clock. It's just more seconds burnt. It's a flank from Perts. It's a second flag, and it is just Ransom left. 1v2, and Slacks will find him. 14-14.
Will it be overtime? Will it be alternate attacks forming and converting this comeback? Well, it certainly looks to be the latter, because as they run down mid with limited weaponry, hang on, Hype's found two.
Sick, hold on, Freeze is going to find one, but France in another. They're just darting at them with whatever they've got, and they're finding success. Perk's going to make things a 2v2. This is an important engagement, and it goes the Prospects' way. This is going to be on pistols and SMGs. Of course it is, because this game... Zek on a Mac 10. This gets crazy. Do you ever expect Prospects to win that round of all of them?
This is quick.
I like it. Alternate attacks want to get stuck in. Hype is going to let one run by. He will indeed trade. It's Slacks that goes for one. Perk's going to get flashed off the angle. He wants to back up towards middle. And do they want to reposition towards A? Well, he wants to look in from short right now. Svedge ahead, drops the smoke.
He goes up and over as well. Atop the one-way, fully blind, but he's still free fired. Spiddy. Perks is getting lost in the source, but will actually trade him out. And now Orzek is jumping with the Mac 10. And suddenly, oh my gosh.
What's going
it's
on?
a 1 versus 1.
To win the game. Nade goes out. Perks, 47 points of health. Needs to find the shot. Knows he's out. Takes the fight. Does take a bit of damage. But it's information. Bomb XD. It'll close the show. This is insane. And we are not done just yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's 16-14 to the Prospects. It's the second map that goes...